Let's dive into my new shawl ebook collection called Modular Coloring Shawls. This is a new collection with 10 shawls that will be released gradually throughout the year. And the first shawl is the fragmentation shawl. So modular coloring shawls are all about knitting beautiful, easy stitches, but in segments. So it's seamless knitting where you're attaching and seamlessly joining the pieces together as you knit. So the fragmentation shawl is the first pattern in the collection, and then you'll get surprise PDF updates. By the end of August, you'll get all 10 patterns, but gradually in each of the months, you'll be getting some different shawl patterns. Most of them are all in garter stitch, and they all have this fun, beautiful modular construction. And the fun part about all these shawls is they're composed in segments, and they each come with like a little coloring book illustration. So you'll get a schematic illustration so you can draw and kind of paint by numbers. And I say exactly where I place my colors, but I wanted to provide you these maps so that you could customize the shapes and color the modular shawl shapes with your own ideas and your own yarns. So it's a really fun, playful geometric collection, mostly garter stitch, and the fragmentation is one of the simplest shawls that we're starting out with. And there's 7 sections in this shawl with 7 colors that you can stripe to get that beautiful staggered effect. And the fragmentation shawl comes with a tutorial linked in the pattern. So you get a free tutorial showing you how to cast on, knit the modular wedges, do all of the techniques that I use in all of the other designs. So it's 10 total designs altogether, and I want to show you a sneak peek of some of them that I'm working on. There's a few that are finished, and they'll be releasing throughout the spring and summer. So by the end of the summer, end of August, you'll have 10 patterns in your collection, and you'll be getting some beautiful chevrons. So here you can get a sense of those modular shapes and how I start to manipulate them with increases and decreases. But you'll get a lot of bold color blocked designs, so you can color in all the color blocks and stripes and follow my recommendations for the color placement or create your own color map with those schematic illustrations. So here are some other ideas I've been working on. There's going to be a lot of fun different shapes, some zigzag patterns, some different triangular shapes, a lot of semicircle shawl shapes. So you're going to get a really diverse flavor of different silhouettes and styles to wear, but they're all going to have that fun modular segmented construction so that you can subdivide those sections, enjoy that easy garter stitch, and paint with your yarns and color in the lines with your own yarns. Most of the shawls are all in fingering weight yarn, and there's a lot of notes in the pattern on how to customize the size. So you can expect your big Westknits, Schlankets, and big shawl shapes, but there's lots of opportunities to make smaller sizes. So there'll be small sizes in the patterns and a lot of guidance for how to customize and make each shawl to suit your yarn requirements and your size taste. This is one of the new marled shawls that's going to be coming later this year, and this is going to be a big one. I've been working several weeks on this, and it's subdivided into these zigzag thunderbolt motifs, and I did my faded marl color technique to this. So this is going to be a big, cozy Schlanket for knitting on the couch, and there's going to be a finer fingering weight striped version of this design as well. So lots of semicircles, lots of really simple stitches and knitting. So it's a great type of pattern series for you to customize with your stash yarns. So you could take the design ideas like the fragmentation shawl, which is a 7-color design, but you could do your multicolor stash busting and do a different color for every single color block. So a lot of good opportunities to knit up your stash and spring clean all your fingering weight shawl yarns and sock yarns. Or if you want to collect some single skeins, we'll be releasing kits with most of the shawls throughout the modular coloring series. So as we release new shawls, there'll be surprise updates. So most months from now until end of August, you'll be getting a pattern update. Some months you might get 2 pattern updates. But a lot of the shawls will have really special kits for you to have some help to color in the lines of your shawl. So we have a lot of kits right now for the fragmentation shawl, which we're kicking off the ebook with, and then we'll have some new color palettes being released as the new designs come out. So I'm really excited to share this collection because it's such an easy, relaxing type of knitting experience, but it really triggers those color ideas, and I hope that those illustrations and those color maps that I made for you help you have some beautiful, successful shawl palettes. When you download the modular coloring ebook, you'll get the fragmentation shawl right away, and then the other patterns will be released gradually. But all 10 patterns, if you're getting the ebook in February, you'll get a little early bird price of €30, and from March 1st onward, there'll be 36 for the whole ebook. But if you're a Westknits shawl addict, you're going to want to collect the whole ebook and get all 10 patterns to have this new geometric formation of shawls in your collection. I really thought differently about this collection as I was knitting it because it's such a different way of how the colors get laid out in the designs. Instead of always having horizontal stripes, you get these really fun vertical sections. So it just distributes the color in a different way. So you'll get that familiar Westknits feeling with the fun architecture and stripes, but it's a new staggered, playful, modular interaction. So I'm real excited to see this whole collection come together and share all the design ideas that I've been working with. So 10 patterns, they'll all be out by the end of August, but the first one, Fragmentation, you can download right away. I'll put some links down below for the modular coloring ebook and also the kit location where you can get your fragmentation kits, but I want to see your own color combinations. So if you take that little map, use that as your starting point inspiration, and let's see where we can take our color stories. From my suggested color recommendations, I tell you exactly where to place colors, but I want to see you break the rules and color outside of the lines with your own choices. So let's get inspired and have some fun with this new shawl series. Really easy knits with a big, colorful impact.